Welcome to the Psyched Knitter Podcast. My name is Marsha, and I am the Psyched Knitter. I'm a knitter based out of Mississippi. I almost said Washington because I'm used to saying Washington. I'm a knitter based out of Mississippi, originally from Washington, and this is my outlet to talk all things crafty, knitting specific, and anything yarny goodness. So I've got quite a lot to talk about today. Today is September 1st, and it is the start of spooky season to me. I feel like spooky season for me is September and October, and then the minute November hits, I'm ready for Christmas. So I'm in full-on spooky season mode, and yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've recorded, and that is my bad. I am not a faithful recorder. Life is crazy. I am a PhD student at Mississippi State University, hence Psyched Knitter. I'm getting my PhD in school psychology, and this is the year where life just gets really nuts. So I guess I'll start with a tiny bit of life stuff. If you're not interested, skip ahead like a minute. But essentially, right now, I have a large paper like that we had to turn around rapid quick to get in for a publication. And so we're working really hard on that because the due date is today, and it is a group project of me and a couple of professors and another person in my cohort, so that's exciting. It'll be my first, fingers crossed, published paper, and then I also have like classes, and then I'm working in the school district, so I'm working with young kiddos and just doing the job. So it's been a pretty crazy month, and my knitting is kind of reflected in that. I haven't finished a lot, but what I have finished I'm very proud of and very excited for. So let's get into it. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention what I'm wearing, which is my first finished object. This is, I don't even know, I legitimately don't even know if this is something that showed up on the podcast before, because I should look that up. I think I showed you guys the yarn for it, but I don't think I had cast on yet. So this is the GARTRELL Crew. Let me get up and show you all. So this is the GARTRELL Crew by Tanis Fiber Arts, and the yarn is from, gosh, I just love this. The yarn is from Tiny Human Knits. She put out a kit for it, and I loved the sweater that she made. I did make a couple of adjustments on like how I started things, but essentially made the exact same sweater as her, and I couldn't be more happy. This is like legitimately one of my favorite designs I've ever knit. I will say that it is tedious, and so it took me quite a while, and it did have quite a lot of like had some new things, new techniques that I'd never done before. First of all, this is a seamed sweater, and I've never seamed a sweater in my life. I've never done it. I usually have only ever knit like raglans in the round, or yokes, or even drop construction. It's not seamed, or drop shoulder. So this is my first seamed garment, and it was more tedious, but the end result was phenomenal. This pattern by Tanis Fiber Arts is like out of this world amazing. So also my first time doing mattress stitch. So I did modify very slightly. I knit the body up until right here in the round, and then I just did the decreases for front and back, very similar to what you would do for well, I don't know, I guess a drop shoulder type thing. So what you do is you knit, what I did, I guess, is I knit this in the round up until this, and then I started the front. In the front you wind up, actually these stay on hold, and then you knit these tiny little triangles, and then they just, you bind them off, but they just kind of stay where they are, then you do the back. And then the sleeves are knit flat, which I'd never done before. So my seams, I think you can definitely see them, but like that's pretty good for a seamed garment. And this is my first time really ever, like that one right there is not so great, but could be a lot worse. This is my first time ever doing mattress stitch for this much of a project. So you have mattress stitch this, and then under, and then the back seam as well. And genuinely, I was sitting here wondering when I first saw this, I was like, how do they do that? How do they get these to like look so darn cool? And that's how you seam it. So genuinely, this is one, okay, back up. This is knit in the Donegal DK base by Tiny Human Knits. So it is a neppy base, tweed base, and I love tweed. It's definitely a theme in my life right now. And so I honestly wouldn't change anything about this yarn. It is so soft. The only thing that I did that I don't even think you can really tell is I ran out of this color. So these three are the same. I ran out of this color, and I wanted to do the neckline in it. So I chose I have a few neppy yarns here, and this one right here was the best fit. So that is what I chose to do the neckline, and I think it's far enough removed that you can't really tell, but the nets are pretty similar, and I like the consistency, and the color is pretty close too. So yeah, this took me, I'm out of breath. This took me about 3 weeks to a month to knit. I got really bad hand cramps with this from just doing the back and forth so much, I guess. I don't know, something about it was giving me hand cramps, so I had to keep taking breaks from it. So the sleeves really slogged on. Like, I got the body done really quick, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be done in no time flat. And then I just kind of sat on the sleeves for a while, so much so that I knit an entire object before I finished the sleeves. I was like, here. Actually, so what I was doing is I was actually knitting these two at a time, because I wanted to be able to use the just like do the yarn changes exactly at the same time, know that if I accidentally miscounted my rows, that they would be identical still. And right around this mustard color, I was like, this is so tedious, I hate this. And so I gave up. I kept one on the side, and I just did one arm full, and then I went back and did the other arm full. And honestly, that is my preferred method. I think I am not a 2 at a time gal. I thought it would take less time, and I feel like it took me more time. So something I learned about myself, but yeah, once I started back up on it, it flew, because each sleeve, like, it grows up until this point, and then you start decreasing. And so once you get here, it's like smooth sailing. And so really each sleeve took me about a day to actually knit in totality, and then it was just seaming, and seaming took me one evening and then the next morning. So yeah, I have not taken this sweater off since it finished blocking. I wore it yesterday to work, and then all day, and then I decided to wear it today, even though it was 86 degrees. it rained, and I was like, it's spooky season, so it's sweater season, so I can wear this. But it's still ridiculously hot and muggy and way too hot to be wearing this. But indoors, I can wear it just fine, so I will. So yeah, this is my GARTRELL Crew. I'm in love. I could see myself knitting another one. I definitely think I could. My mom saw this and was like, Christmas, please. And the yarn is not cheap, but I could probably do something like this. Not maybe neps, but like I could probably put together my own color palette and do something like this for her as well. So it's highly possible, but we'll see, because I have a lot of things I want to knit and not enough time. Okay, so moving on to my next finished object. Let's see. Let's do this one. So this is actually crochet, and I need to send it off, but after I finished it, I was like, I actually kind of want to keep this for myself. I had a lot of this extra yarn here. This is like a blanket yarn from, I think it's called Coverstory. I've had it for a couple years now, and I was like, it is taking up space in my cedar chest, and I would like to use it. And I have not knit a little baby that is in my life, one of my best friend's kiddos, a blanket yet. I knit her some garments previously, but I had not knit a blanket, so I thought I should knit a blanket. So I grabbed this. It was a knit. I'm saying knit. It's crochet. So I just crocheted a little blanket, and you can't really see it very well, but here it is. It's easy peasy. I'm not even sure exactly what I did. I think I just did. It has a little bit of texture to it that you can't really tell, but definitely helps with the color. So I basically did, explaining crocheting can be difficult sometimes. So I did basically a half double crochet through both front and back loop, and then a half double crochet in the back loop. Rinse and repeat over and over and over again. It created a nice little bumpy texture. It's great for a little baby. She's 5 months old today, so definitely still baby blanket worthy. I need to make another. I didn't bring it in, but I'm in the process of making another little baby blanket for her son. Her son loved the blanket that I made. He'll be 3 in 2 months, and the last blanket I made is like tattered and torn because he carries it everywhere. He loves it so much, which is all you want, right? So I need to make him another one and send it on, and then I don't know what I'll do for their oldest daughter. She's Harmony's age. She doesn't really need another blanket, but I gotta do something for her. Maybe I'll make her a sweater. So that's that. I need to send it off. I just haven't wanted to because it's actually such a cozy little piece. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It's a good amount left, but it's not enough to like make a blanket out of. Maybe I'll make a baby blanket for Harmony's dolls or something. Something easy. We'll see. It can sit here for a while. Okay, next. Should I do a wardrobe change? Yeah. Okay, so here's my next finished object I love very much. It is my third TOLSTA Tee by Rebecca Clow of the Kroy podcast. I love the TOLSTA Tee. Genuinely, it's one of my favorites. I knit this one with more positive ease than the last couple that I'd made. It's got, 10 inches of positive ease. And really the reason for that was I wanted something a little more baggy, something I can stand up, or not stand up, but so yeah, I wanted something a little more baggy, kind of like if I chose to tuck a little bit, it'd look professional and put together, but still give me space for like my bloated days. All women have them. And I wanted my arms to be have a little more room in them as well. So I knit a size up, and I also wanted to utilize as much yarn as possible. So I have a purple TOLSTA Tee in this color right here, and then I had the same exact yarn in blue, and I was like, well, I could make just a blue one, but I wanted to use this purple, and it was like about a skein, but not a full skein. And so what I opted to do is just color block this piece. I actually like it. I wish it would have gone a little bit further up, but I did it right after the raglan, and that's just where the raglan sat, and I don't hate it. So yeah, I knit this all in between the time that I started this, or gave a break on the sleeves. It was about a 4-day project. It knits up so fast. And this is it's called, do I have, nope. You guys, this is not the way I would live my life. Nope, okay. This is cotton, Nifty cotton, I think. It's a Cascade yarn, and it's just this really pretty heathering color. I still have like half a skein left of this. I wanted to keep going until like I basically ran out, but it was just getting to be too long, and then the arms were like at the perfect length. If I made them any longer, it would have looked, I feel like, a little weird, so I just gave it a break. And yeah, so this is such a good palette cleanser because it just takes no time at all. It's so fast. And I definitely think I'd like to make a TOLSTA Tee fingering weight. That might be on the docket soon, but honestly guys, this is not a Kroy inspired knitting podcast, but she genuinely, I love all of her patterns, and so spoiler alert, you're going to see them a lot in the next coming months. So this is my TOLSTA Tee, and I'll probably just leave this on because I like it. It's really fun. It's so breathable since it's 100% cotton. It's very soft cotton, but it's so breathable. It's definitely one of those things that I feel like I can wear even when it's like 90 degrees outside. So perfect for here in Mississippi during these super hot, sweltering days. Yeah, so that's it. And I also think I can wear this. I wore this to work the other day, and it was really nice. I really liked it. So yeah, that's that. All right, so my next project, I actually just crocheted. I've been kind of bit by a little bit of the crochet bug recently. So yeah, I crocheted this for my daughter. I saw this yarn. It was the Mandela. I gave the last bit to my mom, so I don't have the thing for it. It's like it's a Mandela yarn, so Lion Brand Mandela. And so it's so cute. It's a little poncho. I could technically wear this, but it doesn't fit me the way that it would fit her, obviously. But let's see. I should put this as my cover photo. That would be funny. So it obviously is a little longer on her because she's not my size, and it's more baggy as well. But you get the drift. It's a little poncho, and I still need to weave in ends. Honestly, I kind of like it. Anyway, so I made this poncho. It was like literally a few-hour project. It's such thick yarn, but she had grown out of my last poncho that I made for her, and I actually gave it to a friend. And so she complains about her arms being cold and just being a little chilly a lot of the time at school, so I thought this would be a good thing for her to wear while she was at school. And I just kind of figured out something to do, but essentially I cast on, I don't even know how many I cast on. So I cast something on, and then I did 3 rounds, and then a eyelet round, and then 3, and then an eyelet, and it wound up being like this. So that's it. I increased at 2 sides, which is why you see this, and then finally at the end I just stopped increasing and just crocheted in the round. Easy peasy. A cute little project for Harmony, and I think she's really gonna enjoy it. So that's it. That's all for my finished objects. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Have I shown you guys Harmony's finished muscle burrow hat? I don't think so. I don't think so. But it's downstairs, and I don't want to go grab it right now. So I'll have to show you guys next time. I did finish Harmony's muscle burrow hat. It's really cute. So yeah. Okay. Moving on. 22 minutes. We're doing good. I gotta say, Mississippi has cookout, which is not a thing up in Washington, and I genuinely love their shakes, and their food is cheap and good too. So I didn't eat their food today, just ate their shakes, but I recommend if you're a shake lover. Okay, works in progress. I only have a couple. I kind of cast some things on while I was waiting for other things to be done, and I was like tired of them, but also like I'm just waiting for things to be finished, so you'll understand more. But let's see. First things first. What's this? It's actually technically a half finished object. I knit a little sock. So this is out of, I don't think I have a sock blocker around. I do have a sock blocker around. So I knit this out of the Patons Kroy socks, which I find to be a more of a DK weight than a fingering weight sock, so I knit them on DK weight needles. So I knit them on a 3mm, which is perfect for me, and then I wind up, these socks are a 54, I think, inch, or not inch, 54 stitch gauge. And then I actually did, this is my first time doing a shadow wrap heel, or is it a shadow wrap heel or just a German short row? I don't know the difference. I think it's just a German short row. This is catching. I need to get those metal blockers. I think I prefer those. But this is really a cumbersome project. I'm sorry, guys. It's just catching on this one piece of the wood that's like not being very happy right now. So yeah, I definitely think I need to. So anyway, here it is. I need to sew in this end here, but yeah, it's not sitting perfect, but it fits really well. So I did a shadow German short row heel. It's my first time doing that, and then I decreased a few times in the foot because my foot is more narrow than my ankle, and just I did a normal decrease for the toe, called it a day. these knit up super quick. This is the colorway Sidewalk chalk, and I love it. It's very springy, but I like it. So I'm really hoping I have this much left, and I think this will be enough for one more, but I definitely have an extra one of these, so if not, it's okay. But yeah, this is a half finished object. It's just something I carry around with me when I have a chance at school to knit, which has been very infrequent. That's what I have. Who'd have guessed that I would be very busy and would have no time to knit. So, but yeah, I really enjoy it, and I actually haven't tried it on yet, so let's do that now and see if it actually fits. Oh, actually, it fits really, really nicely. I don't know if I can show you this. So, here it is on my foot, but it fits really nicely, and yeah, there it is. I'm a hot mess, you guys. I'm a hot mess today. This is my shark bite sock that I still haven't finished. I really should. It's such a fast project. Maybe I'll do that one before I finish the other. I don't know. I need to finish these socks. So I'm actually just gonna put it on too. Wear 2 unmatched socks because I can do that. That's okay. Okay. So yeah, that's whip number 1. Let's see about whip number 2. What do I have in here? I've got 2 things in here. One that is like an abandoned project I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna finish, but it's here anyway, so. And it's essentially, it's just a garter stitch shawl. Super stretchy, only growing on one side. That's it, that's all it is. It's probably gonna keep going till, I don't know, maybe I'll go like till it's probably half another knit for a while and then keep going. It's essentially a mock Sophie scarf, but I only have 1 skein of this. It's just a 1 skein project, and I have not worked on this in a while, but it's fun. I do like it. It's easy. This is technically like my church knitting, but I let the sock take over my church knitting, so I need to go back to that. Here's another shawl. This is in a off-brand yarn that I don't know anything about, and it is so rustic. It has a lot of spinning oil left in it. It's very woolly, a lot of natural matter, plant matter in here, just like kind of everywhere. But it's this really beautiful brown. It's scratchy, but not too scratchy, and I think it will bloom beautifully. So I'm excited for it. But essentially, so this is 180 grams, this ball, and so I cast on a 50/50 triangles wrap. And I'm this far. It's the small size, but I think it will probably grow, and honestly, this is big enough for me. I don't need it to be massive. So another one of those like just on the go, I really want the finished object, but this is definitely like a mindless knit that I don't need immediately. I have this like variegated color yarn that I will show you guys when I get to it, but that I picked out from the same dyer and everything, but yeah, so I have the same amount of yarn for it, so I think it'll be perfect. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. It's, I mean, you all know the 50/50. It's a beautiful design. Very excited for it. You guys will see that garter stitch and tweed are kind of all I've got on my mind right now. So that's that. honestly, if I wanted this, I could easily just put this off, like put my other things off and like finish this fairly quickly, I think. But I have a lot of other things on my needles that I need to finish and want. So, for instance, my newest cast on, I finished my GARTRELL Crew and immediately skinned this bad boy up. It is Dying Wishes Yarn Co. in this beautiful mauvelos colorway. It's a Nifty DK, Necro Neps DK base. And I love this color so much. So, currently almost done with the back panel. And I'm making the Care Sweater by the Kroy. Been wanting this design for a while, and I originally thought I was gonna do it in this right here, but I opted not to for a lot of reasons, but essentially I just decided I wanted a darker base, so instead I'm doing this for the base color, and this is going to be my color, which is actually the same color as the color for my collar. I think it'll be a soft contrast, but enough of a contrast that you will definitely see it. So I'm really excited to get started on the color work. I think once the color work is done, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do, so it kind of is very similar to like this and where the placement is. And then it's also on the arms, but I haven't decided if I want to do the long color work, which is about twice this size, or if I want to do the short color work. You kind of have to decide up front. You can't just keep going because they're different charts. So I'm gonna have to do some real serious thinking. I have a short torso, like genuinely, my torso is so short. So like that's it. That's all I got. And so sometimes I feel like this is probably all that my body really needs. But and like if I went longer, it'd probably go to a point where it would be tucked in. If you guys have any suggestions or opinions on that, comment down below and I will definitely listen, because I don't know what I want to do. This is definitely a more wintry design, but I love it so much I don't really care. And I've been really wanting it very badly since she came out with it, which was last year. And so I just bit the bullet and said, you know what, I'm doing it. Now, if I were smart, I would have waited, because she came out with her Leaf cardigan today, and that is an absolute must for me. So I already purchased the pattern and I already have my yarn picked out. It is, wouldn't you know, more it's gonna be great. It's more tweed yarn. I'm gonna open this. I'm so sorry for the crinkles. So this is the same Tiny Human Knits, but in her Po-Tay-Toes colorways. So here we go. And I love it. And so I really need to look at the schematic and like how much of each thing I need, but I think I can get by with this, and then if I need to, I could take this out and substitute with this for the full amount, because these all will look, oh my gosh, very good together as well. So definitely an autumny color, but I'm very excited about the cardigan. It's probably going to be cast on today, so I just got to think about that and decide if I want to cast on a cardigan and a sweater by Rebecca Clow. I also have a test knit going on that I'm part of, that I haven't started yet, and I'm using my computer as a bit of backlighting, which I'm sure you guys can see, but so I'm doing the Aisling sweater, yes, and it is by her name's Maddie Momister. I don't know how you say her name, but anyway, she made this beautiful bottom-up construction sweater that I absolutely love, and was picked to test knit that, so I've got that going on as well, but I have not done anything with it yet. So, but I have an idea. I'm really into stripes too right now. The Leith cardigan is stripy, my GARTRELL Crew is stripy, I threw in a stripe here, and I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna do that sweater and this. I love this yarn so much, so, but I might not. I might do just a beautiful, that'd be kind of pretty. A lot I could do. So I still have on my needles my Tivoli shawl by Blue Sky Fiber, and I need to work on that. I need to start, I was doing 30 minutes a day on that, and I need to continue that because I really want that to be done by my birthday so that I can wear it on my birthday, and that is a month and a half away. I think if I focus on it, it'll be done well before then. So I am not the kind of person what am I trying to say? Have this many works in progress going at one time. This is a little overwhelming to me, I'll be honest. And the weird thing is, like, I don't actually have that many works in progress actually cast on. I just have the one sweater, but I have a lot of plans. For instance, I also have plans for the cozy, or this, I want to say the name just right. Let's see. The Sweet Shop blanket that Laura Penrose just came out with today as well. And that's just a garter blanket with, like, basically half and half triangles, little squares that you put all together, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And I really want to make that, and I have a ton of minis that I can do with that. So my half and half probably will sit for a while, because that's definitely a lot more fun to me. Seems like a lot more fun. That other garter shawl might sit for a while, and I'm not opposed to things sitting, but it's definitely not something I'm used to. Not something I usually do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I have any. That's not true. I have one acquisition. I had already used this acquisition. This was just a fun little thing I got at Walmart, actually. And I also bought, okay, so Pioneer Woman is getting into the yarn world, She has her own crochet hook set, which really you're just paying for the case, which I did not buy because I don't need. But she also came out with her own yarn, and I wanted to make a couple of matching maybe sweaters or cardigans or something for the kids. So I picked it up, and it's definitely variegated. It looks like maybe it'll be stripy, but here's the blue, and I thought this would be really good for Henry. It's not like too masculine, but it's not too feminine, so like I really enjoy, and he looks phenomenal in blue. So I got a few skeins of this. Not that I needed a few skeins, he probably only needs like 1.5 or 2, but I got a few here. And then I got this, which I just thought was so pretty. And honestly, make a good hat. I got more of this. I got 4 skeins of these. So I wanted to make like a sweater or something for Harmony, and then I'll probably make a hat or something for each of them as well. And yeah, I'm very excited about this. They're 100% acrylic, but they're pretty soft. So I just figured I'd try it. I just thought, I love that she entered that space. She's a very smart businesswoman, I gotta say that. So I literally just got that on a whim at Walmart. I don't typically do a lot of my shopping for yarn at Walmart. And honestly, I am on a self-imposed yarn buying ban. I have way too much, and I don't need that much yarn. So I told Trevor, because he's genuinely one of the people that encourage me to buy yarn the most, that unless it's my birthday, Christmas, anniversary, there's no reason for me to have yarn or like be buying yarn, or the Hobby Lobby once a year clearance sale. There will obviously be exceptions to the rule, but yeah. I also so much want to make a leaf cardigan. It was actually my original thought. Where is it? I don't even know how I forgot that. It's probably because I'm just like so in love with I want to make a leaf cardigan out of these 2 colors. I really would love that too. So many things that I want to do. So little time. So that's it. That's really all I got for you guys today. I'm a little overwhelmed by it all, but life is a little overwhelming at the moment, and it's okay. I don't need to be overwhelmed by my crafting. I just need to, I kind of just want to pick something and go with it, but I really want to cast on the leaf cardigan. It's so beautiful and like such a fun design. I think it'd look really beautiful in that yarn. But I also really want to finish the care sweater. I also really want to do something with this. I have that test knit I need to make. So if you need me, this might be where you find me for the next few days. I have homework to do, obviously, but I actually have today, which is a Friday, and then the weekend, and then Monday off, and so I probably will be knitting quite a lot in the next few days. Who knows? Maybe I can get a good part of the way through the care sweater. So if I feel like if once I finish the color work design on the care sweater, I will feel like I have the mental space to cast something else on. So that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna just work on the care sweater for a little bit. I have the back panel almost done. I actually need to do the front, connect, and then I'm off to the races. So let's do it. I should have said this at the beginning, but as always, if you need to find me or you want to find me, I am on Instagram as the Psyched Psyched Knitter. I am on Ravelry as Psyched Stitcher. Yeah, I so appreciate you guys taking out the time to watch this and to hear about all of my yarny goings on. And yeah, again, if you have any opinions or you want to help me decide what I should do next, please comment down below because I could really use some help. There's just so much that I want to do and not enough time. So that's it. I hope you guys have a great one. I'll see you next time.